Good morning, it's Margaret Dave from the University of Sewing, and this is Facebook Live. Well, it has been quite a couple of weeks. You haven't seen me in person, really, to speak of. I wanted to welcome you back to Facebook Live, and we are here, and look who's surrounding me. We have Santa, and we have great big signs, because guess what? We're doing Christmas in July, and we would love to see you. So right now, just so that you know, the Christmas in July sale, all of our thread through Sunday night, and you can always order online, guys. There's a coupon that you will need to use. Go to our sale page, and if you have any problems finding it, if you start putting, let me see, you know what? I will put it in the comments on Facebook exactly what the coupon is for this week. So that we didn't get that on here, but because you're in the store, hopefully, when you see this. But our thread is 20% off. We almost never run thread on sale, so I thought this would be a wonderful time to do that. And all the thread in the entire shop, no matter what the thread is, this is a chance for you to try the glamour or the spaghetti or the fruity, all the different stuff that you've been thinking about, and you thought maybe it's a little bit pricey and you weren't sure you wanted to do it. This is the time to do it. But check out those other sales. They're coming up. Next week is going to be patterns and kits. The following week, anything from OESD. And then finally, the last week is going to be all our pre-cuts. So figure out your budget so you can get some of all of it. Also, the brand new Christmas fabric that has just come in is all 20% off. I have never done that before. I have never offered a special sale on brand new fabric. So make sure that you take advantage of that. This morning, if you will please share our Facebook Live, you have the ability to be put into a drawing to win this wonderful mouse pad showing off the BERNINA B790 Pro, and this is just the most fabulous machine. I can't tell you how excited I was when I got to do that. But we're having a second giveaway today, so 2 people can win. The other is this fantastic pin. It says "Sewing is my superpower." And I just love that. I always feel like that's always been my superpower, but I'm kind of a geek, so that's just the way it goes. All right, we have an amazing sale starting today, a gift with purchase sale. I'm gonna take you back to show you, wait, Dave, you can't stop, you have to stop and show off the K570. It's in the shop. You can put a deposit down to get yours, so make sure if you've been thinking about this mid-size machine, this one is a beauty, and it comes with a wonderful package. If you just get the sewing machine, you're just going to get the rolling case. But if you get the embroidery, then check out all the wonderful box full of OESD, different stabilizers, threads, and designs. And on top of that, you're going to get the big book of embroidery. How wonderful is that? You know, the 5 series are a really great machine. They have some fun things on them that you don't see on some of the other models until now. Now, on the 770 plus in the 790 Pro, you're going to get triple stitching. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't tried that out, it's pretty wonderful. Okay, one of the things I'm going to show you in this gift with purchase sale is going to have to do with long arms. So I want to make sure that you know about this. But we're going to go ahead, and I have a customer in the shop. So we're going to be nice. So we're going to move into a different area of the shop. Don't forget to share on Facebook. What you do is you hit your share button, and then what you're going to do is you are going to go ahead and in the comments write shared. So you should be in good shape. So, okay, wonderful fun things. Oh, we've got to stop here, Dave, and talk about this. Whitney Luckenbill from Tomcat Stitchery, who is our ambassador, is going to be here for a meet and greet. You can learn, she's going to talk about how she pairs her fabrics and her patterns, and she is going to be available to go ahead and talk to you and answer your personal questions. This is a very small group of people. It's very limited. The tickets for this are going to be $35, but you need to go on to tomcatstitchery.com/shop to buy the tickets. Now, I'm going to just tell you, Whitney just put this out, I believe, on the 4th. If you don't go today and sign up for this, you're not going to get a slot. So I'm just going to tell you, it's going to sell out, and it's going to sell out fast. So make sure that if you're interested in that, that you go ahead and come. All right. Get on her website and buy those tickets today. So I'm going to set our wonderful prizes right over here, and we're going to talk about these gift with purchases. Now, I'm going to make a stop in this part of the book because I want you to understand something. Right now with this 790 Pro, you have the ability to get this wonderful package with it. So if you pre-order it, you're going to get a class offering from Bernina. You're going to get a box full of stabilizer. You're going to get your big book of embroidery. You're going to get a maxi hoop, guys. That alone is a $500 value. You're going to get the suitcase system so that you can transport it when you want to. And you know, I know for the big machines, a lot of times we say, well, we're not going to transport them, but you still have to take them and bring them in and out for servicing. And you want those suitcases to do that. It is so much easier to take a Bernina suitcase, put your machine in it, and then you can grab a handle on one side and you can have somebody else grab the handle on the other. And it is super easy to lift it up and put it in your car that way. And a lot of people don't realize that these are made really to transport your machine safely. And so you do want those. If you can get those at all, when you buy a machine, you should really make that purchase.
Now, Margaret, maybe you should take a minute, because there might have been people who've been on vacation and they haven't seen the videos about what is the Pro.
So the 790 Pro has some amazing features. So for example, press a button and thread your machine. How about that? I mean, you thread it and you put it through a little guide and then you hit a button and it just threads it. It's amazing. Now, for those of you who may have 880s, you've had a threading system, the 790 threading system is even easier. I don't know how they do it, but Bernina always is improving and trying to make things simpler. The 790 Pro, the threading system on it is a simpler mechanism, so it's not going to hopefully need service very often. And when it does, it's going to be easier for the technician to work on too. So they try to think of it both from the user perspective and the technician perspective.
So the 790 Pro is a brand new model.
It's a brand new model. It has self-threading. It has a laser light. Whoever imagined we would want a laser light for when we're sewing? But what this laser light does is extremely special. I have a laser light on my Q, and for those of you who have seen a demonstration of the Qs or you own a Q, you know that the laser light, what it does is it puts a light where the needle's going to go. Guess what the 790 Pro does? It doesn't just do that. Say you were doing a feather stitch and you wanted to go, or a blanket stitch around a piece of applique. This laser light, yes, it's going to show you where the needle is going, but this will go to the next part of the stitch so that it's anticipating. You're not going to have to wait and figure out if you've got things lined up properly, because after the needle takes and goes into the fabric, this laser light is going to go to the next part of the stitch so that you can see exactly where the needle's going to go. For those of us who were really particular about where our stitches are at, we want to do a really good job. Total game changer. I got to use it at Bernina University. It was amazing, and I was so excited. I was like, okay, I have a 735 and I have an 880. How do I convince Dave I need a 790? I want this machine. It is wonderful. So it's got this laser light. just really fabulous. Another feature it's got with it now is those designs that we've been trying. We've been using embroidery designs to do our quilting in the hoop. Well, now you can use the long arm designs, and those are going to be compatible in the BERNINA system so that you can use the BQM designs in your machine. Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am about that. That means when I go on to OESD and I want to buy something for my long arm, I can also use it on my sewing machine. Just total, ease across all the different sewing machine systems.
So
Very
if a person's
exciting.
interested in this, how are you selling this right now?
Okay, so right now what we're asking you to do is, if you're interested in purchasing one, you can go ahead and put a deposit and we'll order you one. We should have the model in here, I am hoping, by the beginning of August. They claim that they've got them ready to ship. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that that's what happens. I might send Dave up there to go get it.
I think we're going to get it sooner than that.
I hope you are right, because I'm so excited about it and I can't wait to get this machine. So we've got that going on. Oh, the other thing that the 790 will do in the embroidery mode now, instead of just 2 points for pinpoint placement, 4. So if you've got a box, let's say you have a block, an 8-inch block that you want to go ahead and put your quilting design into. Now what you can do is you can mark off those 4 corners of that block, and you can even put a margin in it. Because a lot of times I have noticed that even when I think I've got a straight line, it's not really straight. So if you back it off 1/8 of an inch and you put an 1/8 inch margin around that block, so when it actually does the quilt stitch in that hoop, now what it can do is just back it off a little bit from the edges of the block so that it'll look perfect. It was so much fun to use. Oh, the other thing it does, oh my gosh, there's so many things. It also will align up a group of words. So if what you want to do is you want to put in, you know, joy of pro, or you wanted to put, you know, share the joy. That was what we did, is we wrote share the joy. And we were able to center it. We were able to line it to the right or to the left. Guess what, guys? You've had to do them as separate. They've been like fields, so you could do for each group of words before, and you weren't 100% sure it was going to come out the way you wanted. You had to go into the digitizing software to really make sure it was going to line up the way you want it. You don't have to do that now. I'm so excited. It was so much fun to use, and you guys know I've been a little bit scared of embroidery. I think that with that machine, I'm not going to be scared anymore. It's really fun. I can't wait to get one of them in here and play with it more.
What other deals are this month, Margaret?
Okay, he's not going to let me talk about the 790 Pro the entire time. Okay, so other deals going on. So let's start off. I'm not allowed to start at the beginning?
No, you can, but just lay it right there on the counter.
Okay, I moved too much, is what he's telling me. Okay, if you have been interested in the 880 Plus, it really is maybe a good time for you to think about that. There is the luggage system, a group of feet, you get the jumbo hoop, and you get the large free arm hoop, and you get the stabilizer package. So maybe that's the one you want. I think you should get the 790 Pro. I'm terrible. How about a 770 QE Plus? What a great machine. They took the 770 and made it even better. Now you can get it with all this fun stuff. You can get it with the big book of machine quilting, the big book of computerized quilting. You get it with your luggage, and you're going to get a walking foot. You know what? They never give away with a walking foot. That's really cool. You're going to get a set of ruler feet and your feet and your rulers also. So that's a really nice deal. That is over, it says it's not $2,000, but boy, it sure looks like it's about $2,000 worth of stuff. That is a really nice deal. Okay, what if you want to add the embroidery unit? Well, all that stuff I just told you about is going to come with it, but then on top of it, you'll get the module suitcase with it. So that will be over $2,727 worth of free things. Okay. The 735, I told you guys, this is the one I've got. It's a 5.5 millimeter feed dog system, which means it does not have dual feed. That has its pluses and minuses, guys. So what you might look at for this one is you're going to get your big book of stitches because it still does decorative stitches. You're going to get your suitcase. You're going to get the BSR with it because the BSR doesn't come with this machine. And you're going to get a whole set of thread. Add the embroidery to it. Now we're going to go off and we're going to get a suitcase and the large embroidery hoop plus all the stuff I just told you. So really cool deal there. Then you've got the 590. The 590 has always been such a sleeper machine in my opinion. It is such a nice deal. It is basically your 570 including embroidery and extra. You know, extra stitches, extra embroidery things. So now when you buy this stabilizer, suitcase system, mega hoop, and midi hoop, you are going to be ready to go when you do this. Then we've got, how about a Q16 on an adjustable foldable table? We have one in stock. This machine now is only $7,999, but our floor model here at the store is a considerable savings beyond that. So you might think about that. All right. And by the way, both of those, whether you want new or you get a floor model, they've got a full warranty. Q16 Plus on the horn lift table. We have one in the store. You can see this in person. This is a cool table. It has a couple of drawers. Very nice setup system. You're going to get the free Q box with this. That's $1,000 deal with this. It gives you your double needles. It gives you extra bobbins. It's a really cool deal. You can look this, all the things that come in this on our website. How about a Q16 on a 10-foot studio frame? Guys, if you want this, I've got one right now. I can deliver it to you tomorrow. If you get this machine, you are going to get that free Q box, $1,000 worth of stuff. So if you want that, you are going to get that, and it is a really cool deal. And then, of course, we have the Q-Matic and the Q24. We can get that for you also. And this one, you're going to get your free box of Q system here. And you will absolutely be thrilled. Oh, by the way, on the studio frame, at BU, they came out with casters. So those of you who already own the Q16, or that you own a studio frame and you want casters, we can get those now. All right, 570 coming.
Now, before we move on, so are all Bernina dealers Q dealers?
No, they are not. Not every.
When I say that, I should clarify long arm as far as on the frames.
The Bernina dealers, if you want to carry the long arms, you have to be certified to be able to sell the long arms.
On the frames.
On the frames. And yeah, you can have sit-down models, but you cannot have the frames in your store unless you're certified. And what that means is that you have a technician on board who knows how to work on the machines. What that means is that you have someone who can actually teach you how to use the machines. That's us. And we love doing it, and we love to take care of you. You're going to really enjoy this a bunch, and I am looking forward to actually talking to you about this. If you're interested in a long arm, whether it's a sit-down or it's a stand-up frame, we've got all of them here. We've got them available for you to see, and we have them set up at any point in time to demo them to you. They're so much fun. I went to several art and stitch classes while I was gone. So I'm hoping that now I'm going to be in a position to help our students use art and stitch a bit better. I am hoping that, you know, this next year, we are going to offer some really fun classes. Things are going to be really amazing. You know, for us around here in Bloomington, our year really starts in September. So make sure that you really keep your eyes peeled for all of the new classes that are going to be coming up between August and September. We're going to have a bunch, and I have a feeling there's going to be something for you. And by the way, I always encourage you, if you want to come to one of our mastery classes, whether it's for the long arms or for one of the machines, and you don't actually own the machine you're interested in, it would give you a really good opportunity. It would be like the mastery demo class of the year. You would really enjoy that. So, but you're, of course, welcome to come in anytime, and we're happy to show you what these machines do.
Hey, back to the long arms, Margaret. So currently, what is your pricing structure for delivery and setup on the long arms within 60 miles?
Within 60 miles, we deliver for free. I don't think anybody else offers quite something like that. Remember, that's like, for the long arms, that's a $500 deal right there. That's a value of $500. Just, you don't have to pay for that. Most places, when they offer you a long arm, they will give you a deal on the machine, etc., etc. But what they don't tell you is that for setup and delivery, it's going to cost you X number of dollars.
And how much do we charge extra for upstairs or in the basement?
We don't charge you anything extra for the upstairs or in the basement. So, you know, but we need to let you know, you should let us know about that so that the guys can be prepared. So we deliver within 60 miles. Again, this is a wonderful deal. When we were at BERNINA University, we talked to a lot of dealers, and almost nobody does that. So that's just what we found out.
I guess we're not too smart.
Well, maybe we love our customers more than most. So think about that when you're thinking about where you want to get your machines, where you want to get your cabinets, where you want to get your long arm. I mean, you know, we've actually delivered machines for people locally because the machine was heavy. And they were like, well, I don't have anybody at home to help me put it in my room. We can help you with that. We don't want you to ever feel like you can't go ahead and do that. I have a customer who is worried about bringing her machine for a class. If she can get it in the car, we can get it out. Don't worry about that. All you have to do is take care of it on your end as far as coming to classes. We can always unload them for you. So don't ever worry about that part of it. So we still have more on this crazy flyer. And I can't believe how much is in here. $570. We've got a whole bunch of stuff here. $570. You've got ruler work things, a walking foot. You've got the suitcase system, the big book of machine quilting. Then if you decide to add in the embroidery, you're going to get your midi hoop and the suitcase system. How cool is that? Okay, sergers. You know what? If you have not used an L890 serger cover stitch machine, you have missed out, guys. What I'm going to tell you right now, that there is some wonderful things about these machines. What you're going to get with them now is a suitcase system, the big book of serging. You're going to get the overlocker thread collection. This is really gorgeous. This box is huge and has all these wonderful threads in it. You're going to get a height compensation tool. You are going to get piping feet and decorative thread spool pins. So this is a really neat setup here. And that's for either the 860 or the L890. But I'm going to just tell you that L890, that has the cover stitching on. We're thinking about doing right now the L890 dress. I made the L890 dress. That's what I wore to BERNINA University for their, they have like a little wrap-up fancy ball that they do at the end. And I made a really cute knit dress for that, and it was on the L890. And I'll tell you what, you guys, this machine, you can make a top or a pair of pants or a dress in literally hours. It is so much fun. All right, we will talk more about that, I promise. The B535, you are going to get thread, the suitcase system, and the big book of stitches. and add embroidery, and then you're going to get a midi hoop and the suitcase system. How cool is all of that? These are like thousands of dollars worth of stuff. How about a B79? We've got a B79. You're going to get an extra set of feet with that. If you want the 77, again, another extra set of feet. How about a 64? This is the air threader from Bernat. You can get that. We've got the airlock. Wait a minute. B64. Oh, 68, the 64, and the 62. This is the combo machine. This is the Serger, and this is the this is our cover stitch only machine. And these come with extra sets of feet if you get those. Then finally, I think we're going to wrap things up here. Let me see. Okay, so right now you've got, again, the 790 Pro, but we're going to finish it off with some really special pricing deals. How about a 480? Instead of paying $34.99, you can get it for $24.99. A 435 you will be able to get for $14.99. Both super deals, guys. The L450, it's only $1,000. That's $500 off, guys. Or an L460, these are our Sergers, and you can get this instead of being $18.99, save $600. It's only $12.99.
Besides all those deals, what else do they get?
Well, they get us, but I was also going to mention, Dave, we forgot to tell them, we have some floor model deals in the store. So I don't know what you're looking for, but I've got some floor model deals for you. I've got some used machines for those who are really in a budget-minded place. We have got so much going on right now. And what machine do you want? What machine do you want? Let's see how we can get you into it. You know what? Get the things that you want and need. Don't you want to just be able to press a button and have the threads cut? Don't you want to be able to just pop open your bobbin case and you press a button and the bobbin case comes into your hands? How cool is that? You know, that's at the very beginning levels of a Bernina. You can get those features. And then as you go on, you have all these wonderful features that you can just keep adding to. But I will tell you, if you're in the market for something really special, that 790 Pro is the machine. So I hope that I've made you a little bit excited about some of these things. The deals are there right now, and there's some great prices for those of us who have to watch the pennies a little bit more. So what is it you want? You want to go the full boatload? Oh, you know what I didn't tell you? I have a special deal going on for people who want to buy their 790. How about a cabinet to put it in for 30% off? And as I told you before, within 60 miles, free delivery of that cabinet. These cabinets weigh 300 pounds or more. And so when you get that free delivery, how cool is that? You don't have to worry about a thing. So let us take care of you. Come be part of our family. We love having you. Take a look. There's plenty of open sews on the calendar, and hopefully we will be having some. I'm going to be talking to some of my teachers. Everybody's been off on vacation. So I'm going to be talking to our teachers, and we're going to get new classes put up as soon as possible. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. It is time for me to get going, and we will talk to you tomorrow at Facebook Live. Have a wonderful Friday, everybody.